connected to the Ethernet. I can't. Should be fine. Poor connection. 9. I mean, I guess I can go. Oh, no, I'm buffering. Go live. Let's see. Hey. Buffering? Hey, you guys getting buffering? Those are good. All right, let's get started. Hopefully this will work. So welcome today, guys. We're going to be focusing on kick-up consistency today. There are going to be several different ways that you can get into your handstand, and we're going to be focusing on the 5 favorite ones that are going to improve your kick-up consistency. There are 5 ways that you can get into the handstand, and I want to just demonstrate them all first, and then we're going to go into when you can use them and how they're different. So, first of all, the first one, if you're just getting started with this, is going to be walking up against the wall. We do this so you can stay fully supported the entire time you're getting upside down, like this. Now the thing is that you can't obviously walk up when you have this problem of no one's around you. Oh no, I'm buffering. We're just gonna keep going. So, let's say that I'm going to trust that this is going to play back smoothly. If not, and it's buffering, I'm sorry. I will upload a video with the full thing later. Assuming that you don't have a wall to walk up to, you're going to have to kick up, obviously. So that's going to be the next step, kicking up to a handstand, like this. Now, to improve your consistency, after you kick up, you can focus on jumping up to a tuck handstand. That right there is going to improve your kick-up consistency because it's going to focus on getting your hips over. Once you have that tuck handstand jump and you're feeling that consistency, to really master getting to the handstand, we're going to focus on pressing up into the handstand, like this. There's no such thing as being inconsistent when you can press up into the handstand because you can muscle your way up the entire time. And then finally, as a fun little bonus move, this is one that you can use to get a little bit of extra strength. You go into a headstand, and then you push up into a handstand. Wasn't the best one. But that is a way to work on shoulder strength. It's not so much for kick-up consistency, but by building more shoulder strength, you're going to have a larger range of motion that you can control your handstand from. So let's go into a little bit more depth for each one of these. First of all, walking up the wall in a handstand. This is going to be for anyone who's starting out because it's going to allow you to have complete control while you're getting started. I know that most of you probably can already walk up against the wall. If not, then the way that you get started, push-up position, arms locked out, downward dog, step up, and match the feet on the wall. Keep the arms locked out, and then shrug the shoulders, step the hand in. Walk the feet up, and just keep doing that until your chest is touching the wall. From here, you can bail. And if you don't know how to bail, then you can check out yesterday's workout about that. Once you can walk up against the wall, which is the first step, you're used to being upside down, you're getting oriented. Now it's about being able to do this freestanding, because that's the goal for everyone, right? So let's talk about freestanding itself. How can you actually kick up over and over again? And make sure that you nail it pretty much every time. So no matter what, like look, You're always making it up. There are, first of all, there are three components that matter for the kick up, getting the power. There is a forward rock of the shoulders, a kick of the back leg, and then a jump of the front foot. Those three things are going to determine the power that you get for the kick up. And by dialing those in, so having a larger forward lean further forward like this, that's going to get you more power, a larger kick of the back leg, or a larger jump, that's going to get you more power. And if you have too much power, you're going to fly over, like that. But there's a way that you can stop that. You can pop your shoulders. Popping your shoulders is keeping your shoulders relaxed as you approach handstand, and then right before you reach vertical, shrugging them up. That's going to slam on your brakes. It's going to be like pushing on the brakes in your car. So that's going to stop you at vertical. Redirect your forward momentum into upward momentum. And as you learn a little bit, that's very important. See how I pop my shoulders there? It pauses me at vertical. And it aligns my chest and gets myself so I can hold that handstand. Now we're going to go over, for a full workout, how to do the kick up and how you can practice that to make it more consistent. But if you already can do a kick up and you're somewhat consistent with it and are looking to take it to the next level, a tuck jump is going to be the best way for you to go. Because it's going to focus on getting you the hip motion that you need. So when you jump up and you do a tuck jump, if you don't get your hips in line, you're not going to make it up. If you get your hips over, you're going to have to bail. So the only way that you can be consistent with it is if you get your hips in line with your hands. That consistency of you have a smaller margin of error will improve your, because you have a smaller margin of error, practicing the tuck jump will improve your consistency with your normal kick up. The nice thing about kicking up, and why I recommend kicking up with straight legs first, is because your legs act as these long levers, and it slows down your kick up, and then also gives you a larger range of motion that you can control it through. Whereas in the tuck jump, you're a very small body, so you've got a lot of fine control, but you move very quickly through that. So you can only actually get into a tuck jump handstand if you are actually getting your hips over your hands. Then to work on the press, that's going to be working on the, if you work on the lowering from the tuck jump, you actually are going to get the same feeling that you would get when you're doing a press handstand. And that's one of the best ways to start strengthening for the press. The press is going to give you ultimate control of the handstand because you can always aim a little bit under and then press your way up. That's going to give you complete consistency. So, for example, if I kick up, and I'm not going to make it up this time, I can bring my shoulders forward and press myself up into handstand. See how I didn't make it quite up, and I paused, and then I drifted up? That's exactly what I'm looking for. So see, I can't quite make it up, but I'm holding it, and I press myself up. That allows you to be consistent. Now, straddle is just an easier variation of that, and because it brings weight closer to your shoulders. For a press, the way press works is your shoulders will counterbalance your legs, and then you're going to roll your body up in a straight line. Again, it's all about getting the hips over your hands. See how my shoulders are in front of my hands? They're counterbalancing my hips. And then, I lean far enough forward that my hips are counterbalanced, and I can then just roll them up, and that gets me into a handstand. So the best way to train this is with eccentric lowering from that tuck position and eventually straddle once you're strong enough. And then also leans against the wall. I'll demonstrate this all in the workout. Leans against the wall. If there's an imaginary wall in front of me, it's leaning forward, moving back. And finally, this handstand push, if you want to get a handstand push-up, a cool way to train that is doing a headstand and then pushing up. This is after you have enough strength to do an eccentric lower, because you're 40% stronger on the eccentric portion of the motion than you are on the concentric. But this is a fun way to train the balance that's required to get back up from a handstand, the bottom of a handstand push-up. So that requires getting into this tripod headstand, pushing up, and then my shoulders are going to stay forward as I push up. Sorry. Gotta get my legs aligned. There we go. And see, allows me to push up. And that right there It's a great way to build shoulder strength. It also teaches you how to control your legs. For the handstand push-up, your legs are going to be slightly under because your shoulders have to come in front of your hands to be able to go for that full depth. And that's going to teach you how to do that. So you can work on just the strength required to come up. Or so you can work on the balance required to come up if you don't have the strength. Now, what I want to do is get into the workout. Okay? So, let me get my timer set up. And what we're going to do is this is going to be a kick-up workout. So I'm assuming for this level that you can walk up against the wall and you're working on kicking up and trying to make that more consistent. The way we're going to do this is by using the wall to teach us where vertical is and to prevent us from going over so we can get more practice without having to constantly walk back around. And then we're also going to use a few extra tricks to try to make this handstand a little bit more consistent. This is a quick 20-minute workout. And of course, we need to get started off together by getting warmed up. So we're going to start off with waving arm circles. So the arms go up, overhead, and you bring them around like this. Like you're waving, you're going crazy. Get some fire in the shoulders. This gets it warmed up. I really want you to focus on pushing the arms backwards. So pushing your shoulders open like this. Bring some speed. 3, 2, 1. And now I was going in. I'm going to go out. And again, it's about focusing on keeping the arms locked out and then pushing your shoulders back. Try to keep your abs engaged here. Keep pushing for another 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're going to get into my favorite move of all time, which is going to be the downward dog sun salutation that we're going to progress to. Just every morning, arms up, clasp the hands, push them out, arch back, look up at the sky, wide hands, and then forward fold down to the ground. Look between the legs. Come up to flat back, stick the butt out, feel a deep stretch in the hamstrings. Now, reach all the way down. Step back into a push-up position, downward chaturanga, sweep the chest forward into upward dog. Hips are off the ground in upward dog. Neck is tall. Breathe in, exhale, and as you exhale, push your butt up and back into downward dog, and then pedal the feet. 1, 2, 3, and both feet down. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6. Really focus on pushing the chest. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now what I want you to do is drop to the knees, and we're going to do a quick wrist stretch. So, just checking the chat right now. We're going to do a quick wrist stretch. So we're going to place the hands flat on the ground and rock forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards like this. Key here is keep the hands underneath the shoulders and palms flat as you rock forwards. You aren't going to get any stretch if your fingers lift up every single time because we're focusing on the wrist right now. Now what we're going to do is flip the hands from side to side and rock from side to side. Like it's some kind of funny dance move. We're going to do 5 more of these. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now, backs of the hands on the ground, and then push the chest out and sit back on the heels. You can see I'm rounding my chest, and again, back is flat on the ground. We have another 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and there we go. Okay, shake that out. We're going to do one more move. This is going to be something for the hip flexors and the spine. We're going to stay in this tabletop position and then step back into a push-up. Now, downward dog. Float one leg up and bring it up by your hands. So you're in this lunge position right here. This is called world's greatest stretch. We're going to take the outside hand, push it up to the sky. Hand down. Inside hand, up to the sky. Step up to the squat, step back. Outside hand. Inside hand. Squat and back. I don't know why they call it the world's greatest stretch, but it is. It stretches pretty much your entire body. Outside hand. Inside hand. Switch. We're here for another 40 seconds. Outside hand. Inside hand. Switch. Outside. Inside. hold the squat for a second. 1, 2, back, outside, inside. We're going to do 2 more per side. Outside, inside. Step up and switch. Outside hand, inside hand. Switch the last time. Outside, outside hand, inside hand. Now step back to a push-up position and then walk the feet into the hands and slowly stack the vertebra one after another. I'm sweating, I'm feeling good. We're gonna get into the workout now, okay? So for the workout, we're gonna need a wall and an open space. Make sure there's nothing to either side of you that you can fall into, because a big part of being afraid of kicking up or handstands in general is that you're gonna fall to the side or you're gonna fall on something. I don't want that. I see people practice in the bathroom sometimes. I do not recommend that. I want something, you know, soft, padded, with like nice carpeting or ideally like a mattress on either side, something like that. But for right now, I'm just gonna do what it is I want you to do. Okay, so this is a chance for you to breathe, take a break. I'm just gonna show. So we're gonna be doing a mini kick up against the wall and get higher and higher. So it's gonna look like this. I'm going to rock forward, drive, kick, and hit the wall like that. And then I'm going to pause for a second as I come down. Now that's the goal. The way we're going to work up to that is by adding in one part of the body at a time. So first we're going to just focus on the rock. So all we're going to do first is just rock forward. And then once we're comfortable with that, we're going to rock forward and kick. Rock forward and kick. And then we're going to add in the jump. Rock forward, kick, jump. And we're going to make this higher and higher and higher until we're hitting a wall. Like imagine there's a wall behind me right here. And then we're going to come off the wall and pause and go as slow as we can on the way down. That's going to build the strength in the shoulders and also help with the consistency. So let's focus on how we're going to actually get started first. The way we're going to do this is by getting set up against the wall. We're going to get started off in a tabletop position, and we're going to get started off with our hands about a forearm distance away from the wall. So the wall is right here at my knuckles, my hands are right here. From here, we're going to get into a push-up position, walk the toes in, pushing the hips as high as possible, and then take your non-dominant foot. For me, that's my left foot, because I write with my right hand, right foot's my dominant foot, left foot's my non-dominant foot, and I'm going to step that back to where it was in the push-up position. This gets you in this low lunge position right here. From here, we're going to focus on just rocking forward for right now, okay? So let's rock forward with me. We're going to do this 3 times. Rock forward, don't touch your head. You want to stop just before your head touches the wall. Rock forward and back. Now, we're going to add in the kick, okay? So still, don't let your head hit the wall. Rock forward, kick. Notice how I kicked enough that my front foot came off the ground. That's what we're looking for. We're looking for a straight back leg. We're going to do this 2 more times. Rock forward, kick. Rock forward, kick. See, I'm getting higher and higher. And now I'm going to add in that jump. And my goal is to make it all the way up this time. So, right here, same position, three kick-ups. I want you to try to make it up each time, jumping as hard as you can. Rock forward, kick, jump. Made it at that time. If you're here, rock forward, kick, jump. That's fine. Focus on kicking a little bit harder and jumping with more strength. Forward, kick, jump. There you go. So now you're making it up. What we're going to do now is focus on pausing right before we hit the wall. Okay, we have 30 seconds to do this. We're going to rock forward, kick, jump. We're going to try to go for 3 kick-ups with that 1 second pause on the way down. So when I'm pausing, my foot is like an inch off the wall, just like right here. My foot's away from the wall. I'm trying to hold that for a moment. Forward, kick, jump. And then rock forward, kick, jump. And then hold that momentary handstand on the way down. And there we go. So now the goal is going to be to learn how to kick up and not hit the wall. This is demo time again. So I'm going to kick up, and I'm going to have my butt hit the wall. Because remember, getting the hips over the hands is the most important part. For this, hands are going to be a little bit closer to the wall, and you're going to need to have a little bit of faith. This is going to help you learn how to kick up and actually not hit the wall. So we're going to have our butt hit the wall first. To do that, we're going to get our hands closer. We're going to do that same kick up. We can't rock forward quite as much this time, but what we're going to do We're going to kick up and focus on getting the hips over the hands. So rock forward just so your head stops just before it touches the wall, and then kick up, and my butt touches the wall, and then my feet do. This teaches you how to get your hips over your hands. Forward, kick, jump. See my butt touches the wall? That's what we're going to be trying together, okay? So we are going to go in 10 seconds. We have 30 seconds to get this done. I want to try to go for 3 kick-ups where your butt hits the wall before your feet do. That's the goal. Okay, we're going to go in 3. Get your hands really close to the wall. I want them almost touching. 2, 1, kick up. Get your butt to touch the wall, and then your feet. Try to pause for a second on the way down. Let's try it again, okay? Remember, butt touches first, not your heels. Hit the butt. There you go. This teaches you how to control it and also how to trust the wall, where vertical is. 1 more kick up, okay? Forward kick, jump, butt hits the wall. There we go. Okay, so now where our butt is hitting the wall, we're doing a great job. We are getting to vertical and we're controlling ourselves so we aren't just slamming into it. That extra little step there is making a huge difference. What we're going to do now is add in the shoulder pop. I know that we're adding a lot of stuff in, and if this is getting to be too much, you can always take some more time to practice what we've gone through already. But once these start feeling comfortable, or you're doing great so far, we're going to add in the shoulder pop, which again, as we approach vertical, see my shoulders are relaxed, I'm going to shrug my shoulders up, and that's going to be like slamming on the brakes in your car and pause you directly at vertical. And the goal of this is you're going to pop your shoulders and stop just before you touch the wall, okay? So we're going to go back to what we were just doing. It's going to look like this. This is still demo time, so you can just go ahead, relax, grab a drink of water. Just watch me do this, okay? So I'm getting set up again. I'm about a forearm's distance away. And now I'm going to do the exact same kick up. I'm going to just pop my shoulders. Remember, I'm keeping my butt and trying to get my hips over my hands, but I'm going to focus on popping my shoulders right as I feel myself approach vertical. It looks like this. Butt over the hands and pop the shoulders. And see how I pause? I don't hit the wall. That's the goal. What's probably going to happen the first time is you're going to go like this, you hit the wall, and then you're going to be able to pop your shoulders. I want you to hold that as you come off the wall. The most important thing to do is to focus on popping the shoulders when you leave the wall, while you're upside down, so you can hold that momentary handstand before you leave the wall. The goal is to get that so you can hold it before you reach the wall and pause at vertical, not touching, okay? So, let's get set up. We have 30 seconds to do this. We're going to do 3 kick-ups. Our goal is, again, not to hit the wall with that shoulder pop, okay? So, rock forward, kick, jump, pop the shoulders. And try not to touch the wall. If you touch the wall, try to come off it and hold it for a second. Then, let's try this again. Rock forward, kick, jump, pop. There we go. See, you want to feel that momentary handstand, and then if you drift over, that's fine. Let's do 1 more, okay? Rock forward, kick, jump, pop. See, I didn't hit the wall there at all. And then I can come down. Doing great so far. Okay, so now we're able to kick up and we're able to not hit the wall. Now it's time to focus on actually transferring this to a freestanding handstand. Once you can kick up and can kick up 3 times in a row where you don't hit the wall, then you can come over here and start working on the freestanding handstand. So let's focus on this, shall we? Nothing changes. Everything stays the same. The only difference is that now if you start going over, you're going to have to be able to bail. So again, you should know how to bail before you're doing any of these workouts. That's step 1. So hands go on the ground. And what we're going to do is we're going to rock forward, kick, jump, and then pop shoulders. Remember, it's about getting that hips over the hands, and then once you're over the hands, popping to stop yourself. We're going to do this in 20 seconds, okay? And the key here is just to focus on making it smooth and popping. You want a smooth kick up, not too much power. If anything, try to aim slightly under. And then, once you feel yourself starting to drift over, pop your shoulders, okay? You can hold your shoulders slightly in front to make it easier. We have 1 minute of practice here. We're going to try to go for 6 kick-ups here. Let's get started. Rock forward, kick, jump, pop. There we go. See, that was a good kick-up, and then I can come down. Now, if it looks like this, rock forward, kick, jump, and I start drifting over, I can just bail from there. It's about twisting your body and bringing your foot down. Again, it's a workout that I did yesterday that goes into how you can learn how to bail. Now, let's work on another one, okay? Focus very much on getting the hips over the hands this time. That's your primary focus for this one. Forward kick, jump, and come on down. Okay, let's do 3 more. Rock forward kick, jump, pop the shoulders. Last one, okay? For this one, focus entirely on popping the shoulders. Let everything else happen naturally. Focus on popping the shoulders once you reach that handstand. Ready? Rock forward kick, jump, pop. Nice. And go ahead, come on down. Okay, so now we're ready to start getting a little bit more advanced. At this point, I'm expecting that you have seen all the steps that we've gone through and are able to get that freestanding handstand kick up a decent amount of the time, but it still isn't quite as consistent as you'd like. So now, here's where we can start practicing the tuck jump, okay? Where we're going to start practicing this is against the wall. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to demonstrate this out here on the open ground first, is we're going to get our hands set up to the wall, right next to it, and we're going to jump our butt up to the wall. We're not going to worry about our feet, just our butt is going to touch. And our goal is to eventually make it so we can pause and handstand without our butt touching. So right here, it's going to, imagine there's a wall in front of me. I'm going to jump up, and my butt is going to touch, and I'm going to pause on the way down. And then the goal is that we're going to pop the shoulders and stop just before we hit the wall, so our butt never touches, like that. Okay? Again, against the wall, looks like this. Hands are close to the wall. Jump up, my butt touches, that's fine, but eventually we're going to work on popping the shoulders so the butt doesn't touch, like that. Now, we've got a minute to practice this together, okay? We're going to try to jump up, do that tuck jump, and not hit the wall. Let's try this together, shall we? Hands down on the ground. Remember, close to the wall. We want them close to the wall because it's about getting hipped over the hands. And we're going to go for 6 tuck jumps. Again, the goal is to have your butt so it doesn't hit the wall by popping your shoulders first. And we're going to jump up. My butt hit the wall. That's fine. Pause for a second on the way down. Tuck jump up. Butt didn't hit the wall that time. That was good. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Jump up. And down. 3, 2, 1. Jump up. Butt hit the wall that time. Not a big deal. Come on down. We're going to do, I think that was 5. We're going to do 1 more, okay? 3, 2, 1. Jump up. And go ahead and come on down. Okay. Now, let's try transferring this to the freestanding wall. You're getting the sense of how things work. We practice against the wall. Try to make sure that we aren't hitting the wall that we're pausing right beforehand. Because the wall is just there as a safety catch. And then, once we're consistent there, we're going to practice on this freestanding part, okay? So, again, tuck jump. It's the exact same process. This is just a quick demonstration. Jump up, and you'll also get that momentary handstand, pausing so your hips are over your hands, and you can hold that tuck handstand. And then if you're holding it, you can push your legs up to the sky. We're going to do 3 of these attempts. We're going to go in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I rock forward, I jump, hips go over the hands, and come down. That was 1. We're going to go in 3, 2, 1. Second jump. Up, hold it for a second, and come down. And now on this one, see if you can extend your legs up to the sky. 3, 2, 1. Tuck jump, and push up to the sky. Hold that handstand, and then tuck your legs on the way down, and roll down slowly. Okay, so we are nearing the end. We only have a few minutes left in this workout. What we're going to do at the very end is work on a little bit of shoulder conditioning for the press. Because once you can do that press, you're going to be able to control your handstand, and you always can just aim a little bit under, which is towards your belly, and then just press your way up so you can be consistent 100% of the time. So let's go over a few of the conditioning drills that you can do for the press. First one is going to be leaning against the wall. You have to imagine that there's a wall behind me. I'll demonstrate this in a second. But I'm going to be set up with my hands about a hand's distance away at first, and I'm going to back them up as I get more and more advanced. I'm going to lean forward, duck my head, and touch the top of my shoulders right here to the wall, and come back. Forward, touch the wall, and come back. That's just going to be our first drill, okay? We are going to go for 20 seconds in 3, 2, getting set up against the wall, 1, and now rock forward, touch your upper back to the wall, and back. rock forward, touch your upper back to the wall, and back. 10 seconds left. Rock forward, touch the wall, and back. You can turn your hands out if it's hurting your wrists. Rock forward, touch the wall, and back. And last one right here. Rock forward, touch the wall, hold. 3, 2, 1, and push back. So that push back, that's how you strengthen your shoulders. That lean is going to get the shoulder tension that you need. It's a lot like a plunge. And that pushing back is the motion that you're going to do when you approach handstand. For now, though, let's focus on the second move that we can do, which is a tuck jump, okay? We have 30 seconds here, and the goal is going to look like this. Tuck jump, and then roll down slowly, like this. Go as slow as you can on the way down. So we're going to do 3 of these to finish up, okay? We're going to go in. There we go. Give ourselves a few extra seconds. We're going to go in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, get ready to go. 1, tuck jump up, and roll down. Nice and slow. If it's too hard for you to do the tuck jump, or this is way too challenging, you can always practice against the wall. I'll demonstrate that in a second. Ready? 3, 2, 1, second tuck jump, and lower down. Now, for this one, I want to demonstrate it against the wall. Get hands set up close to the wall, just about fist distance away. And then we're going to jump for the third one, slow roll down. Tuck jump up, get set up against the wall, and then bring the shoulders forward and roll down as slow as you can, like that. Okay. Let's do one last attempt. Tuck jump up, and roll down. So there we go. That was the kick-up consistency workout. By doing these moves over this period of time, you're going to build the shoulder strength and the technique that you need to be able to kick up consistently. By progressing from just kicking up against the wall, getting consistent there so you don't hit the wall, and then moving to the open floor, that's going to allow you to improve your kick-up consistency. But then you can take it to the next step by focusing on doing a tuck jump, because there's a tighter margin of error and it's a slightly harder move. Now, let's go ahead and finish up with a few stretches. So, we're working on a press handstand. Let's work on our pancake stretch. So the feet go wide, nice and wide. Chest goes down, stick the butt out. You can see the butt is sticking out right here, flat back. And then duck the head, grab the ankles, and fold down. If you are stuck right here, just go ahead and clasp your hands. If you can, grab your ankles and pull yourself down. The goal is to get your chest in line, because the more flexible you are, the easier the press is going to be. By the way, if you guys are struggling with the kick-up consistency and want a more detailed program, I do have my master handstand system linked in the top of the description below. It's going to guide you through everything that you need to go from absolute beginner of the handstand through this period of getting a consistent kick-up to perfectly mastering the handstand and holding it like an elite gymnast. It uses deliberate practice to make it easy to work out, because what it does is it walks you through the moves, breaking them down, and then building them up to the goal move, showing you how to record yourself like you have a private gymnastics coach with you, and then giving you a personalized workout for your specific problem. Go ahead and check it out, link in the top of the description below. But since you guys stuck around, let's go ahead and do one last stretch, okay? So, we're going to focus on the lat flexibility, because by having more flexible lats, that's going to improve your handstand alignment. We're going to back against the wall. Lower back is pressed flat against the wall. Hands go wide, and you're going to go up and down and push it higher and higher and higher. And we're going to do this for 30 seconds, okay? Up, down, up, down, up, down. Hold high, and then pulse it higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and pulse it higher. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Try to go all the way up. Keep that lower back pressed to the ground. Hold it for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And now forward fold. Reach down to the ground. Look between the legs. And then roll up slowly. Breathing in and out. That's the workout, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in. And as always, thanks for getting better.